2 years had passed since Daniel had signed the divorce papers that ended his 10-year marriage. The pain had faded, though never completely. Some days he still caught himself reaching for his phone to share small moments with Emma, the woman who had once promised him forever, then broken that promise with someone else. He had rebuilt his life slowly. A new apartment, a quieter job, a small circle of friends who didn't ask too many questions. He even started to laugh again. But that evening, as the rain tapped against his windows and he settled with a cup of coffee, a sharp knock at the door shattered the peace he'd worked so hard to create. When he opened it, 2 police officers stood there. One of them, a woman with kind eyes, asked softly, "Mr. Daniels?" He nodded, his pulse quickening. "We're sorry to bother you," she continued. "It's about your ex-wife, Emma." His stomach dropped. For a moment, he couldn't breathe. "What happened?" "There's been an accident," the officer said. "She's in the hospital. Your name was listed as her emergency contact." Daniel froze. He hadn't spoken to Emma in nearly 2 years. He thought she'd erased him from her life completely, just as he had tried to erase her from his. But now, hearing her name tied to pain, all the anger and betrayal blurred into something else, worry. Without another word, he grabbed his coat and followed the officers to their car. At the hospital, the smell of antiseptic filled the air. Machines beeped steadily as he stepped into Emma's room. She looked fragile, a small bruise on her temple, her arm in a cast. For a long time, he just stood there, unsure what to feel. Then her eyes opened. "Daniel," she whispered, voice trembling. He swallowed hard. "I'm here." Tears filled her eyes. "I didn't know who else to call. I'm sorry for everything." He wanted to be angry. He wanted to remind her of the nights he'd spent alone, the trust she'd destroyed. But seeing her there, broken and scared, the words wouldn't come. Instead, he took a deep breath and said quietly, "You don't have to say anything now. Just rest." In that moment, he realized forgiveness wasn't always about forgetting. It was about freeing yourself from the weight of the past. As he sat by her bedside, he felt something shift inside him. Not love, not anymore, but peace. When morning came, Emma was sleeping peacefully. Daniel stood, ready to leave. He looked back one last time and whispered, "Take care of yourself." Walking out of the hospital, the sun broke through the clouds. For the first time in years, Daniel felt truly free. Not because the past was gone, but because he finally knew he could face it without pain.